Hey y'all, welcome to Chaz's Lifestyle. Today we're making some southern smothered stewed chicken. So I'm starting off with 3 chicken breasts. Now you can use the thinner slices if you like, that's all up to you. Just remember the cooking times will be a little different just because it's thinner. So I'm adding a little bit of olive oil on each side. I'm just going to brush that oil on there. I'm actually using grapeseed oil, but you can use any oil of choice. So after I go ahead and brush all that oil on there, I'm going to go ahead and start seasoning with a couple seasonings. I will have all my ingredients and the measurements to the ingredients listed down below in the description box. So make sure you stay tuned. So now I'm just mixing all my seasonings together so it doesn't take so long. Don't be afraid to season that chicken, y'all. It's okay. These are a lot more like powders and stuff. And then I have a little bit of, seasoning with the salt in it, like the Cajun seasonings. But you can use a Cajun seasoning that is salt free. So after I add in my seasonings on this side, I'm going to pat it in. Remember, we are making a gravy sauce and we're making stuff like that. So when you use sauces and stuff, you want to make sure you season your meats very well. Like I said, it doesn't have to be as much salt. We're not using a lot of salt. So I'm going to flip that over, and I'm also going to oil that side and brush that on so I can ensure my seasoning will infuse into that chicken and help those flavors absorb. So I'm just going to add a little bit of the celery seed. That is optional. And then I'm going to season with my other seasonings. It's just some onion powder, garlic powder, Cajun powder, a little bit of paprika, black pepper, pinch of sea salt. But like I said, I'll have everything listed below. So I'm just going to pat that in. I will be covering this up, keeping it cool until we're ready. So in a preheated pan, I'm going to go ahead and add in some oil. Then I'm going to sear my chicken breast. Now we're going to sear our chicken on each side. I think I did about 5 minutes on each side, and then I continue to cook it as needed. It depends on how thick your chicken breasts are. Once that's done, set it in a bowl and keep it covered with foil to ensure the chicken stays juicy. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and move on to sauteing our vegetables. I have some celery and some onions, a little bit of green bell pepper. I did add in after that. So in a preheated skillet or pan, cast iron, whatever you want to use, I'm just going to add in some oil, and then I also sauteed the vegetables. I just want to get these caramelized, I want to get that glazed color on them and release those flavors into the oil, and that will also help our gravy sauce. After sauteing that for about 2 to 3 minutes, I'm adding in some minced garlic. Now, my heat is on a medium high, like about a medium heat, I would say, to ensure that my vegetables don't burn. So I'm just going to mix in that garlic and let those flavors absorb and infuse into that oil. And we're just going to continue to stir for an additional 30 seconds to 1 minute. After that, I'm going to go ahead and add in some all-purpose flour, and we're going to mix that in with a whisk. This will help break down the flour. Now, you can use your wooden spatula, but with me, it helps better with the whisk. So I'm just breaking it down, and it will clump up a little bit, but that's how flour is. You want to cook this flour until it's nice and brown. You can darken it even more with some Jamaican browning sauce, which I prefer to do. So here I just added a little bit of that water. I think I added water or chicken. You can use either or. Now chicken broth will make it very flavorful, so I do suggest that. I'm slowly adding in some or water, and I'm just mixing that slowly in. That's the key. You want to add in your liquid slowly, so that way you can really mix in that flour and break it down. So I added in some browning sauce, and also my secret is the cream of chicken. I don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? So yeah, that's one of my secrets. You want your gravy sauce to be a creamy, rich flavor as well. So I'm gonna whisk this in, and as you can see, my sauce is coming together. I let it sit for a good 20 minutes. Some people, you can usually, they let it sit for about an hour. It's up to you, but your chicken is cooked, your sauce absorbed. Look how tender that is. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. If you decide to create this recipe, be sure to tag me on Instagram at Chaz's Cuisines on your Instagram story.